child was born on March 23rd, 1958. During those days going to school, he looked at me and said, to the teachers, because they have eyes on him that he would be a promising young man. You know, go to America in the early days, go to a school in California, and he was good at his game, basketball. He was active in his game and all those things. He was a bright young man. About the age of 14, going up to 15, and there's something terrible wrong with him. After coming back to Jamaica, you get mixed up with the Rastas and start to smoke, to eat heavily, and get out of control and disobedient, and he didn't want to hear me talk to him. He was behind control. I couldn't say to him, and then get out of order and start to lick down the place with rockstone and things like that in the house. I think he was in his right mind. He wasn't thinking right. He lost control of his life.
Well, schizophrenia is a type of mental illness. It is chronic in nature, and in this condition, it affects, the way a person thinks, feels, and behaves. It involves a constellation of symptoms. So patients with schizophrenia may have what you call hallucinations, where they may see, feel, hear, taste, or even smell things that are not there. They may have what you call delusions, which are false beliefs that are not in keeping with their cultural background. They may have disorganized speech, disorganized behavior. They may also have what you call negative symptoms, where they have a diminished range of emotional expression and evolution, so they kind of lack motivation, to do things. No one really knows what causes schizophrenia, but researchers believe that a combination of factors, genetic as well as environmental factors, may contribute to a person developing schizophrenia. So stressful life events as well as substance use, for example marijuana use, may also be contributory factors to the development of schizophrenia.
So he didn't like to really guide himself, fix himself like when he reached a stage he was going to high school. He never get up in the morning to get himself a breakfast or get himself ready. When the bus pass comes through in the morning, it's that time he get up and jump out of bed. He don't get nothing to eat. He don't get a bath, and just jump out to school. That is way of life was even in youth days.
They are not usually violent, but they can become violent, especially if they are paranoid. Paranoia is really feeling that people are believing that people are against you. So they may be paranoid against a family member, maybe paranoid against a co-worker, or several persons for that matter. So they may think that the person wants to harm them. So these are the persons who they may just stop eating from the family member and say, I'm not eating from you because I know you want to kill me. And in some cases, they may want to harm the person before the person harms them, because if they really believe that the person is trying to harm them, then they may think that they have to defend themselves.
When he first attacked me, he was about up in his 18. I was on the veranda sitting down. And he came in and said, "Oh, I'll give me money then." And I said, "I don't have no money to give you." I didn't have any change. And he would go around the back. And while I was in the sitting on the veranda, they bring me the tray with the dinner. And I like him come around back. "All right, Papa," she said, "you don't have nothing to give me. Take this. One stone in my mouth, 70. Drop out simply, brush up the two of them. Bottom, gum, mash it up complete. I have to take me down to the doctor, the hospital, and The other day I see the dentist, and the dentist working on the street without some type of way. Till now it's not straight. Still bent. They're not sitting like good in my mouth. Because the bottom gum, sustaining gum, mash. And they didn't catch you. Run away to Kingston, and they reported to the police, and they bring back and they sent to Belgium. They were there until they released him from Belgium.
So part of the treatment for schizophrenia is to improve the patient's symptoms to an extent that, the levels of burden are less on their families too.
He threatened all right, but never attacked anyone. It was a strictly habit against me. Because I couldn't come up in the evening after he came over, because he labeled me on the street, sitting me down at all time with stones. So I couldn't pass the street, come up. Leave down from Johnson Crossing to reach up, because he hates me because he said I'm stopping him from progress, because I stopped him from giving the ganja. So he carries a hate. That's what he said. And his friend tell me that what he said, that he's stopping his life, his progress, and taking away his girls.
Alright, so having a family member with schizophrenia can extol, significant levels of burden on the family. It can be quite onerous. Often the caregivers are the objects of, abuse. When their relatives have a relapse of their psychosis, sometimes they may have delusions about the very family members who care for them wanting to hurt them. So it can be quite difficult, for family members to cope. So part of the treatment for schizophrenia is to improve the patient's symptoms to an extent that, the levels of burden are less on their families too.
He was on the street. He didn't have anywhere to live especially. And he was walking up and down the street and sleeping nowhere comfortable, nowhere good. So they make up a home for him. So he asked me if I would allow him to come. So of course he's on the street around making, so I agreed to make the house and one room for him. So make up a one room, but he could have somewhere permanent to stay. So that's the reason why I take him back, take him off the street. I didn't have anywhere to raise, especially.
Some schizophrenics will be on the street because if their thoughts tell them that their family is against them, then they may choose to live on the street. But in addition to that, because of stigmatization, some families do not want to have anything to do with their relatives who are mentally ill, and so they just leave them on the street.
He had to make cook for himself, and when you don't cook anything, he buy like chicken back and things like that, and he cook the chicken back, just put in the pot, he just merely cook. And he had other things to like leaf and whatever he feel like putting into it. And he eat a half of it, and then put on the other half. And like when and all them things, them start to live nasty life, no decent food, and pick up things and eat and things like that. That will end by traveling on the end of the state.
The delusional thoughts are the paranoia. If my family is against me, I'm not going to eat from them, I will not stay at home. And because of the delusions as well, they make it that what is in the garbage is good food, is probably better than what somebody else is offering me. So it's all about the disorganization in the thought processes. But some of them do not have the support. Families do not want to identify with them because of the stigmatization.
The second time, the one in the head, we was at home, there's a family around the kitchen. I was standing by the bathroom door. We were saying something about Michael and his baby anyway. And I was standing by the bathroom door, and all I hear Michael say to Superman, you light me up, and all when I realized your stone again in my head, 4.5 pound rock stone, brick inside of my mold. Right in my head. So I rushed under the bathroom pipe and turned on wash went down and called someone go down back to the hospital. So the doctor stitches him and said, "You're strong, you could die, you die, you're strong." So the doctor fixed me up and tried to get me back to life. That was the last hit he gave me in the head, and that was Michael's problem with he and I. He said I was stopping him from substance because to stop the guys from doing the ganja, the smoke. So it was a hatred for me.
In treating patients with schizophrenia, a multimodal approach would be most effective and should be tailored to that specific patient. So usually we would use a combination of antipsychotic medication as well as psychotherapy.
He takes medication, but what has happened to him? Through him head hurt him, he don't take the medication as he should. He take them out, self-feed him, take them, say for 7 get for 3 months medication. He take it after a month. Because don't take the medicine, that's a prescribe it to him. As he had started to hurt him, I'm going to take a take.
One of the things with schizophrenia, many of them do not have what we call insight, so they really don't believe that anything is wrong with them. In fact, they tell you that you are the person that something is wrong with. And so, if nothing is wrong with me, why am I taking medication? And if they are paranoid and think you want to hurt them, why would they take any medication from you either?
My friend left here, he told me that he want to go with another Rasta guy who ran just smoke him up and go up in the mountains. And go in the mountains and start to plant. Say he went him up. So he asked his mother for money to buy one lash and a fork. I want to go on farm with this other Rasta guy, Timo. So he get a lash, cut what I cut lash, and he went up in the mountains with him and Timo. And while he's up there, one morning I went out to the hospital. I saw the people, saw my co-workers, half put their head down on my head in sadness, looking at me. I said, what happened? He said, their son in the hospital, they nearly killed him last night. What I heard that he was up there in the woods, telling them that he was the son of a prince and went to attack a girl which he knows before and want to get in the house and say he was a prince and want to get at the girl. This father of the girl was a district constable living on this children. Was going to shoot him tonight. But the girl said, I know him, it's Shantol Bailey, son of a hospital. So that's why I'm end up in the hospital around the morning. But if that girl didn't ask his father not to shoot him, I will shoot him. So when I go down there and check the hospital, they're picking picks. The nurses chewing over the alcohol and picking picks off his body. And but two didn't know me and know Michael, knowing what he was. They tried to help him. So doctor was trying to help him, but he couldn't help him. He didn't react to treatment. So they were sent him out to Bellevue.
Persons are afraid. I mean, the public usually is afraid of schizophrenic patients because they think that they are vicious, they think that they will attack them, they are not going close to them because in Jamaican terms they are bad people and that they are going to attack them. Another stereotype is that they have split personality, and that is not true. Neither of those are true. They are not usually violent and they don't have split personality. It's just that there's this organization of thoughts. And another thing is that they don't have any sense so that they can't work, they can't function, but it is not true either because they can actually lead productive lives.
After a while, and come back to like a normality. But it was that bad as in the earlier days. So after 2 years or so, it wasn't that bad.
Okay, so persons with schizophrenia can lead a normal life. The treatment is ongoing, it's long term because it's a chronic illness. So if the patient stops taking his medication, for example, it's likely that the patient will have, a relapse. And so it is important that the person does not consider that, okay, I'm cured from schizophrenia, but I need to continue my treatment, but they can lead a normal, active life.
You're trying to make some fish tanks out of the tile. But they never work out so long, they break up after a while. But at least you're trying to do something, but you're never successful. You try. After a while, you try to do something. You can't show him to have a problem with headache. So you always want to have tablets to take. And I have metformin there and take them. That was headache tablets. When we went to the hospital, man, him come in and him kiss his mother, Time for me and to sick and send him back to you want to go back to the have to go back to the hospital. And the man was going over and going and kissing mother and kiss you and so forth. And soon come back here and from reach hospital and never talk until him dead. Never talk again, never say a word from him kissing him and left out the womb. Never say a word till him pass out. I forgive him, my son, because I know he was not his right mind. So I have nothing against him. He lived with me until he died. Nothing against him.